Hello, good morning to you, Earth Angel Tribe. It is time to do your waxing cycle of the moon 4-card reading. And so I'm jumping in here just to give you that information quickly before I start my day. Hope you're having a good week. And this beautiful 19th of June, we are moving into this waxing cycle of the moon is the time between the new moon and the full moon. So next week on the 25th in Australia, 24th, 25th is when we have the full moon. So we're moving towards the full moon. That means that the moon's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And so it's time for us to start looking at releasing. What is it that you need to release in the next 2 weeks or next week? 5 days, in the next 5 days. So it's really important that you take note of what's coming up in terms of energy. So this, our first card is answering the question for the waxing cycle of the moon. And the questions are in the description, so you can have a look at that anytime. So what's rising up in us between now and the full moon? We got the beautiful Have Faith in Your Dreams card. Ooh, it's very cute. Can you see that? Anyway, the Have Faith in Your Dreams card is beautiful because it's a little reminder that, you know, when we get a bit disheartened, when we're disheartened and we're not quite sure what's going on and we're feeling uncertain and we're feeling unsure, this card comes in just to remind you that you really need to pursue your dreams, and it's time to put your foot down hard on focusing on those dreams. So don't look backwards. Don't be like lamenting the past. You know, be really aware that it's time to dig deep and start moving towards the things that you really want. And one of the things that's also this card, this Have Faith in Your Dreams card, is also really, you can't really see it, is also really good to remind you to be patient because events are unfolding. Because sometimes we get a little bit impatient about what is going to happen. What's going to happen? I want to know now. I want to know now. And humans are so impatient, aren't we? We can't even wait for our, computer to load. And it takes like 5 seconds to do that. And remember when we used to have the internet that, was like beep, 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 like it took ages to load. Now we're like, oh my God, it takes 5 seconds and I'm in such a hurry. So this is just a little reminder to take your time. Let's just see what happens. Things are unfolding exactly as they're supposed to unfold. So just be aware that that is what's going on right now and to not push things too hard. So get focused on what you want and then stay focused on the future, what's happening, coming up in the future. So one of the things that you might know the quote of, don't look in the rear vision mirror because that's not where you're going. You're going forward. So make sure that you're looking forward and having faith in your dreams. So that's the first card. Have faith in your dreams. And the second card is answering the question of, for the waxing cycle of the moon, we want to know, I guess, what's the solution to any challenge that we might have coming up between now and the full moon. So, and we've got the Release Negativity card, the beautiful Release Negativity card in the full moon in Scorpio. Gorgeous. I love that purple color. So really important between now and next week, the 25th, 24th, 25th-ish, it's really important to release negativity. So remember that the full moon in Scorpio card has a bit of a sting in its tail, so it can, indicate the end of a vindictive relationship. It can indicate that it's a really good time to let go of anything that's toxic, anything that's not serving you. Now's a good time to let it go, and you could get prepared for the full moon in regards to that card. You could be starting to write down all the things that you want to let go of in your life, whether it's bad habits that you have sort of gotten into, whether it's food that you don't want to eat anymore, whether it's people that you don't want to interact with. You can write all that down and have it ready so that you can burn it or, bury it or do your little ritual on the full moon, whatever that might be. Flush it down the toilet. So start doing that releasing work now, because now is the time. And this card is also interesting because it says, when we want to be good but we're naughty. This is the card that comes up. So if you pull this card, no matter when, your dark side and your shadow self may be showing. So the full moon in Scorpio is all about magic, and if you were thinking of making some magic, this is the sign to do it. So that's interesting. So if your naughty self is coming out right now, that is what is coming up between now and the 24th of June. You might find that you're feeling a little bit more naughty than normal. So be aware of that. The third card in our spread for the waxing cycle of the moon is the advice. The advice that's coming up, and we got this last week as well when we were talking about the new moon, and that is look at the bigger picture. It's really, really important to look at the bigger picture right now, and this card is the full moon in Sagittarius card with the arrow, you can see there. So really important to look at the bigger picture right now and not get too caught up in the details, in the drama. Sometimes, and particularly right now when there's so much chaos going on in the world, it's really important to come back to your center, be really, focused on your self-care, and stay as much as possible in that mindset of everything's working out for my highest good. Take time out, make sure that you have lots of time to look after yourself. Really, really important at this time. So the full moon in Sagittarius is a time when we remind ourselves that life is an adventure and there's a big wide world out there to see beyond our backyard. It's about having fun, being prepared to sail into uncharted territory. And that's what we are doing at the moment. You might not be able to travel overseas right now, but we are sailing into uncharted territory in terms of the way that we're thinking, the way that we're running our economy, the way that we're running our businesses, the way that we're running our government, the way that we're thinking about our bodies and our health. So this is a really important time right now to think about the bigger picture. And it's all about big ideas versus the details. So no matter when you draw this card, you're encouraged to look at the bigger picture. So that's really, really cool. Look at the bigger picture right now. And the final outcome between now and the full moon coming up next week is to know that luck is on your side. So we've had this card quite often in the last couple of weeks as well, you'll notice. So this is the new moon in Sagittarius card. So the advice card is always coming in to say, hey, let's remember what our highest intention is, okay? What's the outcome that we need to be looking forward to, okay? So our looking forward to card is luck is on your side. And as I say, we did have this card last week. So this energy is really, really important to remember that good things are coming through. So count your blessings. It's really important in the next few days between now and the full moon to be counting your blessings. Write them down, say them out loud. What are you appreciating? What are you grateful for? You can do 3, 5, whatever you like each day. It works really well to do it at the end of the day. To write down all the things that you're grateful for in that day. And the more gratitude that you put out there, the more that you count your blessings, the more that luck or the energy of that magnetic gratitude of abundance will come to you. So really additional information for this card too is to laugh more. Make sure that you're raising your vibration all the time by laughing more, because laughter is really good medicine. It's a really wonderful time to start a course, studying, teaching. I have a lot of people at the moment who are starting to join in and enroll in my Divine Alignment Code coaching program, because they're feeling that energy that they need to shift and change and align and reset themselves and start doing things in a different way. So now is the time to start that sort of self-inquiry. Don't be narrow-minded at this point. Start a week of gratitude practice, as I say, on Facebook. That's a really good way to do it, actually, because it'll hold you accountable. If you say that you're going to do a week of Facebook posts where you say what you're grateful for 5 things that you're grateful for on Facebook every day. It really helps to get that momentum going, and you can get your community to support you as well. And your community could do it too. You could say to them, hey, let's all do a week of gratitude, and it just raises the vibration up super, super high. And now's the time to do it. That's a really, really important, little tip for this particular next 5 days. So Sagittarius is the sign of fun, travel, exploration, and the great cosmic quest. So it's the sign of big ideas. It's the energy of expansion, upbeat, lucky, divine. And the new moon in Sagittarius exudes all of this. So no matter when you draw this card, this luck is on your side card. Good morning, Michelle. Nothing's set in stone with Sagittarius. So it's always an optimistic energy, and it's really good because if you want to attract all manner of good things, tap into the energy of the moon in Sagittarius. That is really cool energy to have. So really encouraging you today to actually take that advice about the Facebook challenge, because if you make that your mission this week, you will see a shift in your energy because you're focusing on different things. So that'd be really fun if we all get out there and do our 5 things each day that we're grateful for, and we do it as a Facebook challenge. You could even put a photograph of the things that you're grateful for. That'd be amazing too. The more energy that you put out there that's positive, the more that you can shift into that beautiful energy. So our 4 cards. The wonderful have faith in your dreams. Yay. Waxing crescent moon, that's exactly where we are right now. That was our starting card. It's time to release negativity. The full moon in Scorpio, fabulous. Look at the bigger picture. Be sure you don't get caught up in too much of the slows you down when you get too much into the details. And the final card is luck is on your side, the new moon card in Sagittarius. So have a lovely, lovely week. I will see you next week on the 24th or the 25th to probably the 25th, because that's when it's the fullest moon in Australia. So I look forward to seeing you next time, and have a fantastic day. Thanks, Michelle. They were great cards, weren't they? I love it. I love this Moonology deck. Yasmin Boland, fantastic, and it's really, really been helpful for me, and lots of people seem to be really resonating with working with the energy of the moon and the cycles of the moon. So it'll really help you. Take good care, everyone. See you next week, and have a great grateful week. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.